What's up guys, welcome to another Scratch tutorial. Today we will be continuing our series on how to make a pen game in Scratch. Today we are basically making the color. As you can see, if we press T, we have the pen size, the pen brightness, the pen saturation. And also, we can switch colors by using our color bar. So without further ado, let's get started. So here we are from last time. Last time we were just looking at the pen size, the erase button, and the pen color. And the pen color only has the colors yellow and blue, and we do not want that. So first I'm gonna erase everything. So we need to add another sprite, and let's call it color bar. I have a color bar from my backpack over here. This is the color bar, and make sure it's centered. It has the colors orange, red through purple from the rainbow. So if you have this costume, if you made this already, then you should be ready right now. So drag your color bar over here. So when the green flag is clicked, we will go to that position. And then in our pen sprite, we'll do a green flag clicked. When the green flag is clicked, forever, we are going to make a block, and it's going to be called checking color. And say run without screen refresh because we want it to be really quick, so it can check quickly. And we do not want it to check it slow. So put that in the forever loop. So in the define checking color, we'll do a if statement. If touching color, and we'll click this icon over here, and make sure to choose that color. And then we are going to set our pen color to that. So as you can see, if we click on this, actually, we need to put an and mouse down. I forgot. So, and mouse down. So if we run it now, if we click this color, somehow it's not working because somehow the color is not matching. Make sure to match it. So right now we are normally drawing. Oh, and I noticed the problem because we do not need this set pen color variable. It's not working that way. So we need to delete this pen color variable. So now if we run it now, if we click on the red color, we can draw red now. And we need to do it with the rest of the colors. So I will do that now, and I'll see you guys soon. So I have finished over here. We need to make sure that we have all the colors ready. So time to test out now. So in here we have red. Now if we click orange, we get the color orange. And then yellow, and then green, and then blue, and then lastly purple. So our game is working perfectly. So our color mechanism is absolutely perfect. Now, what we need to add is some more variables. Make a new variable called brightness. And put a space and a colon. So click OK. And then we need to make another variable called transparency. And another one called saturation. And I think that is all. Make sure to right click on these variables and say slider, because we want the person to play the game change the values. So I will put our variables over here. So now in this forever loop, we are going to add some set pen stuff. Set pen saturation to our saturation variable, and we want to do that with all our variables. So we want to set our brightness to our variable brightness. We want to set our variable, our transparency, to our variable transparency. So if we run this now, as you can see, we can have red and stuff. The brightness is 0, so that's why we can't draw. So it's actually working perfectly. And now we have saturation, and we don't want transparency because that makes it invisible basically. So our color orange, and we want our player to mess around with these variables if they want to. So now these variables are kind of taking space from the screen, and we do not want that. There is no way to shrink these variables, but there is a way to hide them. So let's add another green flag. And now we are going to make a new variable called variables showing, and add a question mark at the end. The question mark is for a true or false variable, and make sure it's for this sprite only. We're going to hide the variable showing, and we're going to set variable showing to true. And then let's get a forever loop and an if statement. If variable showing is equal to false, and key T is pressed. Well, you can make this any key, but I will do T. Then we are going to make a block and call it show variables. And then click OK. So we are going to show our variables, and we are going to, right before that, we are going to set our variables showing variable to true. So in this define show variables, we are going to basically show all the variables. So we right now have 4 variables. We have pen size, we have brightness, we have saturation, and we have transparency. Now we want to do the same thing for the hiding. If variable showing equals true and key R is pressed, I chose R because R is right next to T on the keyboard. So set variables showing to false, and instead of showing variables, we are actually going to hide variables. So make a new custom block and call it hide variables. So in hide variables, we will basically hide the variables. So go to variables, and we have these hide blocks over here. So we all need to do is just hide all of them. So we're going to hide pen size, hide brightness, hide saturation, and hide transparency. So if you run, and we want to hide variables over here. So if we run the project now, and when the green flag is clicked, we are going to show variables. So if we run this now, as you can see, if we press T, the variables show. If we press R, the variables hide. And the saturation is still there. So let me just change that to saturation. So our game is working perfectly. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Scratch tutorial. Peace out.